Hello and welcome to another Bloomburrow draft. I'm Paul Cheon, and today we are sitting at rank number 89. Now, the last draft didn't go ideally. We ended up with a black-white deck. We started out black trying to find our lane, but didn't quite get there and ran into some really strong decks, hoping we can turn this around and get back into the 60s, maybe 70s after this draft. Now, before I fire off this draft, I did want to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Check out TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering needs as far as sealed product and singles goes. Also, if you want any other TCG game products, you can make sure you check them out. The affiliate link is in the description below. Additionally, this video is brought to you by heavyplay.com. Go to heavyplay.com for all your Magic the Gathering accessories. We're talking about playmats, sleeves, deck boxes, dice boxes, life pads, special life pads. They have all kinds of nice stuff. Check them out. heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. And speaking of bombs, we were due for one. I'm so glad that I could share this experience with you by first picking one of the best rares in the entire set in Innkeeper's Talent. This card is completely absurd, and I'm going to slam it. The other cards to consider in this pack are Haumph, Long River Lurker, but this is mostly a blue-green card, Pollywallop and Treeguard Duo, and Sonar Strike, and I guess Moonrise Cleric and There's actually a bunch of reasonable cards here, but nothing on the level of the Innkeeper's Talent. I think the person that we're passing to likely going to take Haumph or Long River Lurker, probably. Hopefully they don't take the green card, but I shouldn't really care too much about what I'm passing. I should be focusing more on what's being passed over to us. Now, moving on to pack number 2, we have a couple of options. Mockingbird, which is really cool. We did pass that Lurker, but Mockingbird is a very cool rare. You know how much I don't like going blue, but blue paired with green is totally fine. Alternatively, I can just take Brambleguard Veteran because it's a card that 100% will make my deck with the Innkeeper's Talent. Let's have some fun. Let's take the Mockingbird. Let's hope that blue-green is open, but if not, we will adjust accordingly. Moving on to this pack, I believe the best card in the pack here is Downwind Ambusher. Take Out the Trash is also really good, and Crumb and Get It is an okay combat trick, but I think it's really between Downwind Ambusher and Take Out the Trash. Black is a much better color than red, and Downwind Ambusher is a better color than Take Out the Trash. So we will take the Downwind Ambusher here. Perhaps the Mockingbird was just a pit stop in our path to victory here. Moving on, I'm not really that interested in Night Fisher. Here I am looking at Curious Forager and Corpseberry Cultivator. And I'm going to take the Forager. I like the Forager a good amount. It's a nice little late game card. I like the Cultivator as well. I think they're both pretty solid, but I'm going to lean towards the Forager here. It's an uncommon, harder to get. And now we saw that Downwind Ambusher, but 5th pick Shoreline Looter could be a sign that blue is open. This is one of the best uncommons in the set. Despite blue being pretty bad, Shoreline Looter's win rate still is incredible. Alternatively, I could just take Barknuckle Boxer if I just wanted a good green card. What the heck, let's take the Looter. We have a Mockingbird as well. I mean, 5th pick Looter, right? When you get the Looter, you can move in, is the way I look at it. Here we have the choice between Wandertail Mentor if I wanted to move into red-green, which certainly was an available line. I could take it, but given that I have the Looter and the Mockingbird, it's pretty hard to get off of that. So I'm just going to take Rush Shield Rampager as a card to put into our deck. I'm not really a big fan of Dazzling Denial in general. I'd rather just take the Rush Shield Rampager. And there we go. Lily Splash Mentor, 7th pick. Blue-green on the menu here. Cash Grab is also very nice. Warren Elder late is also pretty strong, but gonna slam this Lily Splash Mentor and blue-green 8th pick Pawn Prophet. We are so in. So in. And the big thing here was not even the 2nd pick Mockingbird. It was the 5th pick Shoreline Looter, which keyed us in to perhaps moving into blue, because Looter is so good. If you're gonna be blue, you're gonna take this really highly. It's a first pickable type card, and seeing it basically made it so that I wanted to move, or speculate at least in blue, and now we have the Pawn Prophet. This is looking phenomenal. Pollywallop tabled. Oh my gosh, we are getting it all, and I am here for it. Let's go. Pollywallop and Innkeeper's Talent. Don't care about Seed Pod Squire. This is an excellent start here. You know, we can Look for more Polywallops as interaction. This is kind of the best interactive spell that you want in your frog decks. Although we're not super heavy on frogs just yet, but more Pawn Prophets, Sunshower Druids, and then Sticky Tongue Sentinels. That's kind of what you want as far as the common creatures go. And then we have some power here too, right? We have the Shoreline Looter, the Mockingbird, and the Lily Splash Mentor, and Innkeeper's Talent. So really, really solid start here so far. Forager is just okay in blue-green because you're not able to make as much food. But hey, in the late game, you can still randomly forage and have it give you value. I'll take a Bell here in case I need a splash, but I don't like it just in my typical blue-green decks. I'll take Lily Pad Village. I'll play this if I don't have too many blue spells. If all my blue cards are creatures, it's fine. I really just don't care about the Night Fisher. And I'd rather have the Lily Pad Village because I'm really trying to be frogs, if possible. And then, of course, we open a pack with literally 0 frogs. Just literally 0. Darkstar Augur is really nice, but not going to be doing that. There's a Peerless Recycling, which I don't really care about. I guess I'll take Head of the Homestead. If I do end up with a lot of flicker effects, this is not the worst card to flicker, right? It enters a battlefield, gets you a small army in a can, so I do think I'll take that here. Yeah, this pack's very bad for me, but that's out of my control. But you know what's really good? The Mythic Uncommon of the set, Hunter's Talent. The person passing to us took a rare. Nothing here we care about tabling. Maybe the Skyskipper duo, but even the duo I'm not like super high on. It's fine. Oak Hollow Village is fine as well, but Hunter's Talent is absolutely amazing. And we have the 2 best talents in the format, right? In the Hunter's Talent and the Innkeeper's Talent. Now, this pack is much worse. I don't really like Spellgyre very much, but maybe I take it here. It's either that or like Oak Hollow Village. Do I want to play both? I have a lot of green spells though. We're getting cut so far, but I'll take the Spellgyre in case I need something like this, but I'm not gonna be too concerned about it. So here's a really interesting pick. Sunshower Druid versus Galewind Moose. And my pick might surprise you. I'm taking the Druid. I'm really concerned about my early game. I want to get off to good starts. This is a frog. It just does everything that you want. And I already have pretty good top end here. In the Lily Splash Mentor, I have a couple of talents to sink my mana into. So as much as I like Galewind Moose, I'm actually going to do something a little bit wild. People are going to think this is a little wild, but I'm going to take Sunshower Druid. This is one of the best performing cards in the blue-green archetype. Among top players, this is tied with Pawn Prophet, surprisingly. Here I will take a Waterspout Warden. Seeing a bunch of Lizards card here, but I don't really want to play this card if I don't have to, so I'll just kind of put it off here to the side. Just want to make sure that we prioritize the early part of our mana curve here. So let's see if we can pick up some more Pawn Prophet, Sunshower Druids, and Sticky Tongue Sentinels, like I said, at common, along with Polywallop. That's kind of what we're looking for. As far as blue cards go, honestly, it's just the uncommons. That's all I'm really looking for. And yeah, the person, we didn't even pass that many Frogs cards, but the person who's passing to us, I cannot wait to just completely cut them off in the last pack. Yes, I am vindictive like this. There's a Banishing Light and a Phineas as well in this pack, along with the Dazzling Denial, but I'm going to take Uncharted Haven here for my mana. Take another Uncharted Haven here for my mana. Yeah, this was one of the worst packs ever. It happens. It happens. I'll take Sugarcoat as interaction, but that just means all the people passing to us are in frogs. Somehow. I'll take Dazzling Denial, although I don't really want to play it. Might have to play the Waterspout Warden here just because we don't have enough playables. Druid of the Spade, does that do anything here? I'll take it because it's a 3-drop because I don't really see myself playing Bumbleflower Sharepot. And probably playing the Spellgyre here, honestly. Lightshell Duo might also make its way in here. Hey, I do like me a Dire Downdraft. It's interaction. So yeah, that pack was awful. Hopefully pack number 3 goes a little bit better for us. And now we have Overprotect and Cash Grab as options here. Now I'm going to take the Overprotect here. Cash Grab is just okay in blue-green. I don't have that many squirrels, right? So I'd rather just have the premium combat trick here, / finisher. Here we have a Polywallop, but now my spell count is getting pretty high. And I do have Sugarcoat, Dire Downdraft, Hunter's Talent, and Polywallop here. So I do think I want to take a creature here. The question is, do I want to take Plume Creed Escort or Sunshower Druid? And I'm actually just going to take Sunshower Druid. Again, I am focusing on the early part of my mana curve here. It's a frog, and I'm hoping that I just get more frog synergies to go with the Sun Shower Druid. I just think this card is very, very good in blue-green. Ooh, a Kidnap and a Polywallop. I actually don't know what to take. I mean, it's got to be Kidnap, right? I want to at least try this. I've never played with this card. I get to steal a thing. That can't be bad. Even if I give them a card, stealing a creature is quite nice. I do love me a Polywallop. There's a non-zero chance I table one of them, but let's go ahead and take Kidnap here. Another Shoreline Looter. Love to see that. There's an Overprotect and a Skyskipper Duo. That's fine. Blue certainly open from the other direction. Very, very happy about that. And now we have a Storm Chaser's Talent, which, let's see, this is an aura. 1, 2, 3. We actually only have 3 spells, but there's nothing else in this pack for us. So I'm going to take it. I mean, I think the card's still just fine for the most part, so I'll take it here. Maybe I'll play the Spellguire here. Here, I don't really care about Heaped Harvest. I have a Waterspout Warden already in my sideboard, I think. Oh no, it's already in my main deck. I guess I'm not really playing Mind Spiral, so I'll just take another Warden in case. 3-Tree Scribe is fantastic. Picking that up 7th pick is amazing. Very, very happy. You know what, the one sad part? I got like almost no flicker effects. You know what I mean? I just like got none of them. So somebody else is, I guess, trying to also do the frog thing. There's a million Polywallops. I'm not sure if I'm going to table any of them. Do I want Short Bow? I don't think so. I'll take Pearl of Wisdom, although I don't really want to play it. Gossip's Talent is interesting. I could see playing that. Oh, Skyskipper Duo is also fine. I'll take that as well. I get to cut some of these. Maybe this. This. Probably need to play some more creatures here. What does this do? Whenever you attack target creature... Okay. I don't really have any creature tokens, so it doesn't seem very strong. But I do need some more creatures to play. Alright, actually, let's just bring all of these in. And see what to cut. Okay, I want to try Gossip's Talent. I want to try all of these talents, actually. Something like this, maybe. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a lot of spells. I guess I want Dire Downdraft. I don't know how good Storm Chaser's Talent is, to be honest. I have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 spells to get back? That probably makes this not very good. I don't think I make enough tokens for Druid of the Spade to be good. I don't really like Seed Pod Squire. Lightshell Duo is fine. It's got an ETB effect. I'll cut the Herbalist. Yeah, I do think I'm going to cut Storm Chaser's Talent. I just don't think I have enough spells. The thing is, the cards that are taking up my spell slots, I have basically 5 of them are enchantments. And if this said return a non-creature card, I would play it. But if it's instant or sorcery, I just think there are going to be too many instances where I miss. So I do think the card's very strong, but I just don't think it's right for our deck. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this is fine. All right, need to cut 2 more cards here. I'm looking at like Bellowing Crier and the Waterspout Wardens, probably. There's also the Curious Forager. Probably going to play this. Yeah, I'm just going to cut the Wardens. I think they're the worst of the creatures that I have. And try something like this. And what's our spell situation like? Can I afford to play this Lily Pad Village? Honestly, with 2 looters and 3 different talents, I feel like I'm just going to end a Mentor. I just have enough to do with my mana where I don't think I'm going to need this. And I have Kidnap and Spellguire, both of which require double blue. So I would rather just play an extra island here, just to make sure that I can cast these cards on turn 4. So let's try this. I think this deck looks pretty solid. I certainly could have used more Pawn Prophets and Sticky Tongue Sentinels, but all things being said, I thought blue was fairly open, and we did get some of the frog cards in pack 1 and pack 3. It's just really unfortunate that in pack 2 we just got completely cut. That happens sometimes. People just kind of choose their lanes and kind of lock in, but it is what it is. All right, let's try this out though. I do think this deck is pretty solid. All right, now before round 1 starts, I did want to say if you've been enjoying all of this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, the best way to do so is through my Patreon channel. Patreon.com/paulcheon is the link. I want to give a special shout out to all the patrons. Thank you for your support, because without you, I really don't think that I could really justify making this content on a daily basis, and it really, really does help out truly. So thank you all very, very much. Okay, round one. Opponent on the play, and we have Shoreline Looter, Bellowing Crier, and Mockingbird. I am totally in to just copy Shoreline Looter, by the way. Just loot, loot, loot away. This hand really needs to be on the play, though. This hand can definitely just get run over. If anything, I might want to save my Mockingbird just in case they play a big creature of their own. I am not going to copy Seasoned Warren Guard, though. Actually, you know, just given my concern for how quick of a start that they could have, I might be interested in just running out Bellowing Crier here first, just to kind of slow things down. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm just taking far too much damage, so I'd rather just try to trade here. Worn Elder from the opponent. I have access to Dire Downdraft, or I can play some Looters. I'm going to Dire Downdraft. Because next turn I can go double Looter. Like I said, I'm just doing this, just minimizing the damage that I take. That's all I'm doing here. Alright, well, 3 mana, we did kill it. Thistledown players, okay. Pond Prophet, that's interesting. It's like I take 5, I can start looting away. I'm just gonna play both my looters and take a bunch of damage here. Oh my gosh, that's brutal. You know, just rabbits doing rabbit things, right? It's just like, what can I do? This is where I want cards like Sunshower Druid. That would be huge. I need to kill this Worn Elder. Sugarcoat does it. I take 7? Holy cow. I think it's the Mockingbird. I really need a land here. Okay. Now what? I can go Pawn Prophet plus Polywallop. Or Sugarcoat. I guess Polywallop is probably better. And get rid of the Sugarcoat. Oh, wow. All right. Okay. We are trying to stabilize here. Block here, block here. They could have rabbit. They could have the rabbit card. Yeah, they always have the rabbit card. It's okay. We're at 6. We have a couple of Shoreline Looters. These are going to draw us cards. And that's why I kept Head of the Homestead. Because this lets us stabilize this board, right? So now we just attack. And now we're just drawing cards every time. We have Threshold. So... yeah, I mean, it's not really much of a choice here. It's just Head of the Homestead every time. Oh! There we go! The late game prowess of Shoreline Looter. You know, oftentimes I'm highly critical of how poorly I play. I like the way we played that game. I do. I really do. We didn't just run out that turn 2 Looter. We recognized what our role was in the matchup. We played as defensively as we can. We discarded the Mockingbird, which is very strong. And we put ourselves in a really great position to come back. And we did. And we did. Shoreline Looters will just take over the game once you hit Threshold. All right, opponent on the play. I'll keep it. I have 2 lands on the draw. I have a 3-tree scribe, which is quite nice. But I need more lands, obviously. Our opponent's playing white-black. Okay. That's interesting. I'm actually just going to run out Gossip's Talent first here because I want to surveil off the 3-tree scribe. Because I can go 3-tree scribe into Uncharted Haven next turn, and then just try to look for more lands. Alright, Moonrise Cleric, sure. Let's play the Scribe. Now that I drew the land, I don't think I need this land anymore. Like, I have land number 4, so now I kind of want to find action. Like, I want to find my bombs, I want to find more creatures, I want to find ways to deal with the Moonrise Cleric. Waxwane Witness, maybe? Essence Channeler, ooh, that's a good one. That's a very good one. Wait, and Agate Blade Assassin? What? Well, they're doing all the things. The question is, do I play Lightshell Duo? This thing is a 5/4, and if they have a removal spell, it's so bad for me. But if I don't do anything, it's also really bad for me, right? So, kind of a tough situation to be in regardless. The Mentor is pretty good. It's got reach. I guess I have to keep it. The Mockingbird is also good. Alright, I'll keep both. My mana is super duper awkward. I can only play like 1 spell a turn, which is the annoying part. So next turn... The thing is, if this trades with something... I can still Dire Downdraft or Sugarcoat the other thing. Oh, goodness. What on earth do you have? Oh, big mistake! The Exile! Oh my gosh. That was a big, big mistake from the opponent. I'm going to go ahead and just sugarcoat the Essence Channeler. What does this do? Whenever I deal combat damage, I can exile? Okay. Alright, Moonrise Cleric from the opponent. My ground creature can't do anything about that, so I guess we attack. And then we just play this, and hope they don't have a removal spell, I guess. Ooh. Is that? No, I don't want that. If I draw land number 6, I can go Mockingbird, copy Moonrise Cleric, and then play Dire Downdraft. That's not terrible. Or I can just copy Lily Splash Mentor if this lives. Okay, that's good and bad. It's bad because, you know, they have a lot more action. It's good because we get to actually stabilize here. Kept both on top. They're gonna play Banishing Light or something, aren't they? If they get this Mentor off the battlefield, it's huge. Absolutely huge. And if they attack me, that's also a huge sign that they have something, right? So. Thoughtstalker Warlock. I will discard Spellgyre. Okay. That is okay. Copying the Warlock seems awesome. Right? I Mockingbird the Warlock. Yeah, so I attack with the 3-tree Scribe, and then I copy the Warlock. And then take whatever is in their hand, because they kept on top, right? Unblockable. Pay 2. What you got? Oh, let's take Wix Patrol. Yeah, we'll do that one. I don't want the Sunshower Druid. Oh, well, actually, with Lily Splash Mentor? Yeah, I'll take it. Then what happens if I blink this? You may have it enter as a copy of any creature on the battlefield with mana value less than or equal to the mana. So it doesn't do anything when I bounce that. But if I flicker this, it doesn't do that much either. Oh, I can make I flicker this, and it comes into play as a 2/2 flyer. What happens if I flicker? I'm gonna flicker the 3-tree Scribe. Just to get it. Oh, this doesn't work the way that I want. Oh no, it does, it does. That way I get to have 2 3-power flyers. Okay, this is fine. We're at 8 life. We have Sunshower Druid going. Glide Dive Duo, what a draw. Into Scavenger's Talent. They can't attack me. Alright. This is hard. Overprotect. Is that good here? Yeah, I'll keep it. I'm at 7 life. They're at 12. All right. We're at 8 life. We have Overprotect on top with a dire downdraft. This is looking pretty good for us. Now remember, they can gain life here off the Essence Channeler. And they can start ticking up the Scavenger's talent. The combination, I just feel like it's, there's a really good shot that we can just kill my opponent next turn. if I attack with everything, depending on what they do. Like, what are they gonna sack stuff? Oh, they are, okay. Oh, sure. What did they have? A 5-drop. Okay, so Lily Splash Mentor is down. Oh, and they get my Overprotect. Okay. I see. Okay, that was very good. Kidnap? That is also really, really interesting. I'm at 8 life. They have a food. I'm trying to get very aggressive here. Got my Innkeeper's Talent, man. All right, they're going for the double block here. Or not. They go for the double block. I'm using Dire Downdraft on the Moonrise Cleric. And really get to clean up their board. Okay, never mind. Okay. The question really is whether or not I want to give them a card. I really don't want to. I'm at 8. So, I mean, this was just kill target Wix Patrol. Just because it can hit so hard. And now my opponent is at potentially 7 life with the food that they have. We have an attack for 7. This is unblockable. I can make this unblockable and blink it and tick this up. If I draw land number 7, I can certainly do that and still keep up Dire Downdraft. This is a bold attack. What do they have in the yard? Sack everything and get back Thoughtstalker? That's not good. Moonrise Cleric. They're very close to milling me out. It's a little scary, actually. So if they get nothing back, we kill them. So they have to get something back. So what they need to do is sacrifice... Well, they have to sack... They can either sack the 3 creatures they have here, or sack Duo, Cleric, and Food. But if they sack a Food, they stay at 5 life. So I'm really curious what they choose to do here. Okay. But they sack the Food, which is good. Oh! Oh, and they get a Food back, of course. Yeah, that's extremely good. So they go up to 10 life now? Oh no. Oh, and I have 9 cards left? Oh man. This is rough. I can't attack with the Warlock. Because I need Dire Downdraft for when they attack me. Because I don't have a lethal attack. I am 1 short. 9, because they have the food. Okay. Oh man, did I trigger these properly? This is the three tree scribe. Okay, yeah, this was good. Yeah, let's target this. Sure. I don't want that. Oh wait! I gotta be careful. Oh, I gotta be careful. Oh no, I can deck myself. Oh my gosh, I gotta be super careful here. Because they can sack the food. Sack 3 other non-land permanents. But I can bounce something. So if I put this on the bottom, and they draw something, yeah, I can still do this. So this puts me to 5. Let's see what they do. They need to miss. If they miss, we're okay. If they miss, we are okay. I think I want to block the Glide Dive duo. This gets exiled. So they don't get a food. Oh, what a close game. Come on. So no creatures die. So they don't get a food and they don't get to mill me. Because the Glide Dive duo has a finality counter on it. They get to go up to 7 life. We have a 5/5 Menace Flyer, and we can make the 3 Tree Scribe unblockable. Exiled, no trigger. Draw for turn. What a close game here. Whoa! That was a hard-fought game. Man, both of those games. The first game too, that one was hard too. So, that one was a hard-fought one as well. Is it every game going to be like this? We're going to be in for a long match. Or a long draft, if that's going to be the case. All right. 2-0. We are on the draw. Not ideal. And our opponent... Okay, well... We have cheap things to do. I kept this hand. I know it's a little bit dicey, especially if they're aggro. They just went 1-drop, 1-drop. I need a creature here. Oh, there it is. Pawn Profit. Perfect. Do I block? I mean, I know they could have a trick. Oh, they don't have anything. Okay. I'm gonna just pass. Buy some time here, you know? And then we have Spellguider here now too, so we just do nothing. I will Surveil 2, draw 2. I will keep both. I will play a Rush Shield Rampager. Yeah, and now we're up. And they missed like too many land drops, I think. Hunter's Talent's going to get us there. We have just all the action in the world here. I mean, I'm kind of scared of these Heartfire heroes, but I also just want to get Hunter's Talent going just because I have lack of a better option. So, all right. Well, that one was free, mostly because our opponent got mana screwed. But hey, we've had our fair share of Flood and Screw. Like I said, that's why you have to try your best to be level-headed. I know I am guilty of this as well, but the amount of mana screw or flood is even. So you might think that you're the only person who draws too many lands or too little lands, but it happens to everybody at exactly the same rate. All right, 3-0 with our blue-green deck. We are on the play, and our hand looks great. Even despite it being all blue cards, it still looks pretty solid. We'll name green here on the Haven, and we go turn 2 Shoreline Looter on the play. Always a nice sight. Innkeeper's Talent? What? Did this just happen to us? On the play? That is ideal. Alright, black-green. Baker's Bane duo, sure. What a start. Turn 2 Looter, turn 3 Innkeeper's Talent. I don't think I want Bellowing Crier here. I'm gonna tick this up here just to give it ward. I guess this does help me Good beats. Good beats. Good beats. Huh. I was gonna play Spellgyre, but I feel like I just want to play a Rampager here. I mean, one good draw deserves another, right? So, it is what it is. But, given that I was the one... This is just play draw just being so important here. I now have access to Dire, Downdraft, and Spellgyre. I can even forage. We'll see. Oh, they're gonna double the counters? That's a little too all-in, I think. I just need to find a land. Yeah, I don't know. This feels like just too big of a tempo swing if I do this. Like, I think it's going to be really hard for them to come back from this. I put a counter on my Rampager too. Hit them for 8. All right, what do I want to loot? Is it the land? Probably the land. Glide Dive Duo, sure. It gets 2 counters on it. But I just put counters on this and then they just lose, right? How many cards in my yard? 4? What does this do? No. Yeah, that's a rough spot for them. They have to block. Just pass. I have a counterspell. Like, that should lock it up. And they have to smell it coming too, right? Alright, well, I'll just counter that, sure. They have 3 mana, like, what can they do, right? Okay! This was simply... They have Paw Patch Recruit as well. Their deck is really good too, but honestly, this was simple, very simple. We were on the play. If our opponent's on the play, they probably win that game. That's all there is to it. Ooh, I like my deck box. My first pick, 4-0? Innkeeper's Talent, Shoreline Looter? Okay, opponent on the play, and our hand is fine. I don't actually know if this is correct. But on the draw, just having a 1-3 in play while having a looter to attack seems pretty good. So we'll try it. And if they have a combat trick for against the druid, that's fine. The thing is, this is a little dicey because I'm playing against red-black. So there's a good chance this just dies. I'm actually very happy I played the druid, though. Because if they have a removal spell, like if they have a trick here, I do not care. Yep. Innkeeper's Talent. Was that a good draw? Why would you do this to me? Oh, Mockingbird? Beat down! This card is silly! I mean, I've had it happen to me, but now it feels good that we get to do it to other people. Unreal. I think keeping this as a 5/5 is pretty good, especially with the ward. So I'm going to go for that instead. I have Mockingbird too, which I can use to copy the Rampager or the Captain, depending. I'm happy enough just trading the Druid here with the Scribe so they can't just loot forever. Also, putting cards in my graveyard is good with the Looter, or with the Forager. Honestly, copying Rampager seems... A 4-mana 4/4 flyer with a counter on it, that's hard to kill. Seems very good. I don't think the game's going to go long enough where I can like copy the Forager and get maximum value that way. I mean, they have something there, so it's fine. So let's do this for 3. So they probably have that lizard combat trick. Does this count mice? It does. I guess I have to block? That's rough. I guess I just block here. Are they going to beat Innkeeper's Talent? I mean, they had a really good draw of their own. And I know that they have that stupid lifelink combat trick. Or most likely they have the stupid lifelink combat trick. And they get to deal 2 damage to me. Yep. Sure. We're at 5 life. Okay, all right. Well, so we have to play it a lot more. We have to play it very careful now. I'm gonna play Pawn Profit, and I can't attack anymore. I have to just play super safe. We do have the Sugarcoat, which is quite nice. We have the Dire Downdraft, so hopefully they didn't draw like 2 spells to play this turn. Okay. Wow, they kept the card. Okay. Got him. That was an incredible turn for us. I can't Curious Forge or anything back. So I should probably just wait. And I can't really afford to tick this up. I feel like I need to keep up the Dire Downdraft. Yeah, I'm actually just gonna play this. And just nothing. And I wanted to make this a 6-power flyer, because that puts them on a 2-turn clock. And I still have Dire Downdraft available. And I still have stuff to do with my mana here. So I'm just playing this just to have a speed bump, in case they draw some kind of removal spell. I am mindful that they have food in play, so they are effectively at 15 life. But the Rush Shield Rampager is pretty good on this board. That was a blowout, being able to sugarcoat the Valley Flamecaller. So, I mean, depending on what we draw, now next turn we can take up the Innkeeper's Talent to have it give 2 counters on things, which is great. Okay. What on earth? I mean, this forces the action. Like, they have to have something. Do I let that happen? Hold on. Because that still trades. And then what if I bounce this? Oh, I can't bounce that. That's fine. So now I bounce this, I use up my mana, and then I can take up my Innkeeper's Talent. We have lethal, basically. So they have to block with the Hearthborn Battler as well. Depending on what their last card is. Oh, is that Take Out the Trash? That would have been an amazing... No, they can't use Take Out the Trash on the Rampager. They can cast it on the Forager if they want to make sure they deal the 2 damage to me. But that still puts them dead on board. Because this can't block my 2 creatures. Alright, good game! So maybe it wasn't a Take Out the Trash? I don't know. Where do I want to put these counters? 7, 13, they can sack the food. I'm going to try to put it here. I don't know why they didn't, okay. I mean, this is lethal. Yeah. That doesn't matter. They have to block. Then let us... Alright, let's hope they don't have a Quake Tusk Boar. Or a way to give this haste. Whew, close one. Our opponent had a very, very solid red-black lizard deck with tricks and all kinds of nonsense, but we were able, we drew Innkeeper's Talent. I can't act like I played it well. I mean, we try to play around what they had to the best of our abilities with our tricks, for sure. But they had an amazing start, and Innkeeper's Talent was able to seal the deal for us. And also Mockingbird there, just copying, having a 4/4 flyer. Very nice. Okay, 5-0. We are on the draw here. I'm going to keep this hand. Island, Forest, and then a bunch of random cheap things to play. I don't have any of my bombs, but it's still fine. Swamp Ravine Raider. Okay, so aggressive start here from the opponent. If they're black-red, this could be problematic. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So because they played a Raccoon Rallier, I'm going to play the Bellowing Crier here. Just to maybe trade here, potentially. And I need to dig. Let's get the Lightshell Duo out of here. Sunshower Druid is fine. Because by playing the Crier, if I don't draw a land, I can play the Prophet, right? So this gives me basically multiple draw steps at finding land number 3. They're probably going to give that haste. Oh, wow. Okay. Never mind. Land? Okay, now we're cooking. Now we are talking. I think this does a pretty good job of making an attempt to stabilize. Okay. Nice. It exiles. The Ravine Raiders still get to attack. But that is funny. Okay. Alright, we drew land number 4. I think it's just Lily Splash Mentor. Not much to think about. So these are 3/3s? So I can double block. Does this have Vigilance? No. If they had a removal spell, they would have killed my Mentor, so. Let's copy the Mentor. Nothing really worth stealing with the Kidnap, so. Now, they can spend all their mana if they draw land number 6 to attack me. Never mind, conduct electricity, sure. All right, is it time to get some card advantage? I believe the answer is yes. Nothing to forage. Let's blink this. All right, let's name blue here. And chill out. We are winning the late game here. What am I getting back? We are not winning the late game. Holy cow. That is a dead Lily Splash Mentor. Well, I'm glad I have a 2/2 and a 2/4. Wow. What a card there. If they give it haste, I still double block. So it's not like it's even that great. All right. I don't know if that's a good attack at all. I traded my 2/4 for their 5/3. And then we will forage back the Mentor? Yeah. All right, let's remove 1, 2. Value overload, baby. We're at 15. Sunshower Druid. I'm telling ya, it is the truth. Because there are several decks that are looking to be really aggressive. And by having a couple of Sunshower Druids with some of the other synergies, like you can, that just gives you the time that you need to do all your late game stuff. And we have no shortage of things to spend our mana on. So like I said, I'm still very happy that I took Sunshower Druid over the Moose. 6-0. Can we go 7-0? 7-0 with frogs? With busted frogs? Good climb though. Rank 47. We are on the draw here. Never good, but I'm going to keep this. We have a Pawn Prophet, which will solve all of our problems. Hopefully. Named green on the Haven. Blue-white. Okay. It would be funny if I lost to blue-white, just because I always say bad things about blue-white. Although our hand is super awkward. It's just like all 4-drops. Can I draw a 3-drop? Maybe? No? Another land. Hunter's Talent does not do anything here. So I guess we play Gossip's Talent. Alright. I mean, these flyers are kind of annoying. Lily Splash Mentor hopefully gets it done for us. See, them just passing is just so sad. But what can I do? What can I do? Spellgyre? Dazzling Denial? Sure. I just gotta play the cards in my hand. Look, if they go 2-drop, 3-drop flyer into like counterspell everything, yeah, I mean, that's gonna be tough. But I need to play that reach creature to try to stabilize this board. Now we have Skyskipper Duo, which is technically a bigger creature than what's in play right now. If I draw like a 3-drop that I can play with Hunter's Talent, I would perhaps consider that just to kind of keep my opponent's board at bay. Wait, what did they do? What? They played a 1/1 Mockingbird for far too much mana. This is not enough damage, I think. Don't have another counterspell. Okay. So we have a flyer. We can kill maybe the Finch formation. I just want to take minimal damage here. Let's surveil. Look for some action. More reach creatures, more removal effects, etc. Run away to... Sure. I don't got time to be foraging. Alright, drew our land. It's fine. They're gonna do the Mockingbird thing again. Innkeeper's Talent! Oh no! You know what they say, one good Innkeeper's Talent deserves another. Certainly a card worthy of splashing. Oh well. Yeah. I'm gonna play Light Shield Duo over the Rampager just because it just digs me deeper. Because I need to just keep finding ways to kill all these flyers. Okay, loot those away. Loot that away. Here's an interesting one. Like, do I use Hunter's Talent to kill a Finch formation or a Life Creed Duo? The reason why I ask is because I'm kind of interested in stealing the Life Creed Duo to gain a bunch of life. So yeah, let's kill the Finch formation, actually. Okay. I'm at 4 life. What the hell? Another flyer? Not cool. Not cool at all. Do I have to steal this? Even if I steal it, it doesn't do much. Sky Skipper Duo doesn't do much either. God, what a silly card this is. I know because I have one in my deck. Wait, I gifted them a card. Oh my gosh. And that's the first time I've ever cast this card. I guess, oops. I guess I lose. Alright, I lost the blue-white. Even though I said I'd never draft it. I mean, I lost the Innkeeper's Talent. Oh well. Our opponent had a bunch of flyers and had just enough to get us down. Oh, man. Wow, we got paired against a silver opponent. I'm not... You know, that just terrifies me, to be honest. The nuts black-green or green-white deck incoming. Our hand is pretty decent, though. We have a 1-drop. Bonebind Order, sure. We have Kidnap and Spellgyre. 3-Tree Scribe was a good draw. They're not going to block, so I'm just not going to bother attacking. I'd rather just keep this as a blocker for the Order. Darkstar Augur. Okay. I am stealing that, and I don't need to give them a card. No, I'm not going to gift a card, because it's going to be broken anyways. Thornplate Intimidator. I mean, I could theoretically sacrifice the Darkstar Augur. I don't think I'm going to do that, though. I'm going to lose 3 life. What am I even thinking about? I guess I could have not, because I have the Augur in play. But if we're just going to reveal lands every time, then we're good. We are more than good. All right, I'm going to pass. Keep up Spellgyre. I'll go with the double block here on the Thornplate Intimidator if they attack. With 5 mana up, it's just a pretty crazy attack. All right, I will cast this because you don't want to leave mana on the table. Ooh, that's interesting. They're both good cards. I will keep them. All right, we take 2 there. Yeah, this is just all kinds of goodies. I don't really feel like mockingbirding anything right now. So I'm going to just play 2 cards and keep up Overprotect. So my plan here is to go Pawn Prophet plus Shoreline Looter, and then keep up Overprotect. Although if they had a removal spell, I feel like they would have used it. It's fine. I'll loot away the Crier anyways. Wax, Win. I do need to start attacking. That needs to happen. Alright, took no damage again. Oh yeah. Running hot. Let's attack with the looter. I think I just want all my lands. Although, maybe this is too many lands. What do I want to copy? Copying Thornplate Intimidator seems pretty good. Just gives me a 4/3 flyer. Then just keep up Overprotect still. And next turn, the Darkstar Augur is live, which is good. They took 3. Okay. What on earth do they have? Early winter. Let's protect that one. Ooh, took 4 there. Okay. Ooh, Polywallop. What a find. What a find indeed. Okay. What can I forage back? Nothing really. They're at 6 life. I'm at 12. I'm just going to keep up dire downdraft here. And if they have a sweeper, we can forager back something. And we'll be okay. Not sure what it would be. But I mean, this is looking pretty good. We can bounce the Intimidator offensively and attack. They have 4 cards in hand. What is this, like a Hazel's Nocturne or something? Oh! They killed 2 things and made a rabbit. Okay, I draw 2 cards. Okay. Oh! Dude, 3-Tree Scribe is amazing. Yeah, we just win now. We just bounce this, attack with everything, 5 unblockable, and then 1 creature gets through. Unless I take 12. Alright, dire downdraft on the Intimidator, and that should be the game. Sure. That's 6 damage. Alright. Little mix-up there. Lost to that blue-white deck. Of course I lost to the blue-white deck after drafting the worst blue-white deck ever. But a successful run with frogs. Rank number 48 now. We climbed like 40 or 50 ranks or something like that in this draft. And had a really, really smooth run. Proof that, you know, a lot of people say a lot of bad things about blue, myself included, but that doesn't mean you can't draft blue. I did say there is one specific color combination that I absolutely love with blue, and that's pairing it with green. Blue acts as a very good support color, and a lot of the blue cards just work really well with what the frog decks are trying to do. All the signpost uncommons are amazing. Lily Splash Mentor is great. Along with the 3-mana 2/3 frog that blinks things. That's also really good. So I think all the blue cards just work really, really well with the blue-green deck. And yeah, we had a solid deck. And the thing is too, in general, for me, I don't like starting blue. But if blue is open, I'm not saying I'm never ever going to draft blue. Maybe I'll never pair it with white. But if I'm green, and then all of a sudden I see the pivot was when we saw the 5th pick Shoreline Looter, right? We already had a Mockingbird, but we were potentially moving off of it after we had a Downwind Ambusher. But because black-green is, of course, a much stronger color combination, despite that, seeing a 5th pick Looter means nobody really just has any care at all about trying to be blue. You take it, and if you continue seeing the blue uncommons, it still gets you there. It still gets you there, and it certainly got us there. We had double Looter with the Mockingbird, all of our blue cards. And the thing is, if you notice, most of the blue cards, they're not really commons. A lot of them are uncommons. Look, uncommon, uncommon, rare, uncommon, double uncommon, rare, uncommon, right? You're just not going to play that many commons that are blue because, frankly, the blue commons are a dumpster fire. But despite all that, really, really loved our deck. We had triple talent, which is really awesome. Obviously, Innkeeper's talent is the best one. And then we just had a lot of things to do early. I love me a Sunshower Druid, the Pawn Prophet. We didn't have all the blink stuff in the world to do, but it doesn't matter. Pawn Prophet's just a good magic card, right? And with Lily Splash Mentor, it's obviously great. Sunshower Druid's also just very solid, just because our late game was so good with Mentor, triple talent. we're just not going to run out of things to do. Kidnap was solid. Obviously, Polywallop is absolutely absurd in a deck with all the frogs that we had. And this is just a textbook, what you kind of want out of a blue-green deck. Try to read the signals, recognize what's open. Frogs was definitely where we needed to be, despite Pack 2 being awful. It doesn't matter. The important thing is to be the open archetype in packs 1 and 3. It means so much more to be the open archetype in packs 1 and 3 than pack 2, right? If you draft correctly, oftentimes the person you're passing to shouldn't be the colors you're in anyways. And also, if you recognize that a color is open in pack 1, well, that means you're going to likely get hooked up in pack 3, barring anything crazy from happening. And that's just simple draft. That's just how you're supposed to draft Magic the Gathering. Any format, doesn't matter. And really, really happy with this result, of course. Almost went undefeated, almost. But despite that, still very, very happy with this finish. And this is my favorite archetype. Frogs is just the sweetest, most fun archetype to draft, in my opinion. You kind of dirtle around, spin your wheels, but you have enough plays to do early where you don't actually get run over, thanks to the Sunshower Druid. And in the late game, there's not a whole lot of decks that can grind you better than what the blue-green deck's trying to do. So happy for trophy, I think number 6 or 7 in the format. We're picking up steam, doing well, and now we are in the 40s and hoping to climb even higher. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Feel free to hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. I have a Patreon. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support it, please check it out. Patreon.com/paulcheon is the link. Additionally, this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Check out TCGplayer.com for all your TCG singles and sealed product needs. If you want to purchase anything through the website, make sure you click that affiliate link in the description below. And finally, we have HeavyPlay.com. HeavyPlay.com is the place to go to for all Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories, playmat, sleeves, deck boxes, etc. HeavyPlay.com/paulcheon will get you 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.